Hi, folks. It's Lori Hollander here.
Bob Hollander here as well.
Bob, I had a client this week who asked me a question, which she asked me to respond to. Why is it that my husband and I keep getting stuck in conflict constantly or chronically, and we just can't get out of it? So,
You don't know how lucky you are if you play your cards right.
what do you mean?
Well, I'm glad you asked that question because we find even ourselves people stuck in conflict, and that's going to just destroy a marriage if that
Right.
continues. Now, if you can go from conflict to the underlying feelings,
Hmm.
that's where that lifelong connection is located.
Right. So that's what Bob and I try to help couples do, and we try to do that ourselves. Anger is a cover for the other feelings that are softer, that are more vulnerable, that are difficult, like sadness, pain, and fear. So a lot of times, Bob, I do this in session. Um, if somebody's very angry, I ask them, "What do you feel sad
Yeah, I hear
about?"
that. Right. You do
Or
that.
"What are you afraid of?"
Right.
And
Yeah,
automatically
yeah.
the energy in the
Yeah, yeah,
room
yeah,
comes
yeah,
down. And when people talk on that level, that is
yeah,
where the
yeah.
other partner can hear you.
Right.
When people are in conflict,
Yeah, yeah,
they're
yeah.
just battling, and that's a
Right,
connection, but it's
right.
very negative.
Yeah, the other thing too is that uh, it really helps you, the person, when you calm them down like that, or when you give them the license almost to
Hmm.
feel those feelings.
Hmm.
That is very powerful because they're
Hmm.
getting into their most genuine self. When you're angry, you're not.
Hmm.
When you're angry, you're really trying to avoid those feelings because they're very
Hmm.
hurtful. So we try to give them license to feel that stuff, and that's when we become whole, and that's when it helps bring people together. Two whole people
Right.
make a good
Right.
one good whole relationship.
And I just want to give an example, Bob, because I had a couple in a couple of weeks ago, and it was very contentious, and they were fighting, and they were actually on the verge or on the brink of separating, and they just couldn't stop arguing. So I asked them to stop, and
Mm-hmm.
I asked the woman what she was sad about, and she just looked at her husband and
Mm-hmm.
broke down
Mm-hmm.
in tears and started apologizing for all the things
Uh,
that she'd done
right.
that had hurt. And he listened, and then he started apologizing, and he started
Yeah. Yeah.
crying.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was really genuine,
Yeah.
and they ended up
Right.
hugging
Yeah.
and
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
reconnecting, and it was exhausting, but it was so genuine and authentic, and that's where the connection
Right.
is.
Right.
So let me just say, next time you and your partner are in conflict, ask him or her, let's not talk about what we're angry about. Let's talk what we're sad about. Let's
Right.
talk
Right.
about what we're afraid of.
Right.
And I will bet you'll have a much more productive
Mm-hmm.
conversation, right?
Yeah, because you get stuck in the facts and who did what, and that's exhausting. You get
Mhm.
stuck in your what we call your logical mind. What we want you
Right,
to do is take you out of your logical mind. The resolution is not there. The
right.
resolution is in connection.
And in your emotional mind,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
All right, folks. So send us your questions to info@relationshipswork.com, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
Bye bye.